Yesterday, the Washington Free Beacon reported that the State Department is funneling your tax dollars to Netanyahu's domestic opponents. Since 2020, the state has sent more than $38,000 to something known as the Movement for Quality Government, for so-called democracy education. So what is the Movement for Quality Government, and how good is this democracy education? This movement is an activist group that's fomenting unrest against the Israeli government and demanding Netanyahu's resignation. The State Department doesn't even deny it's funneling money to these left-wing activities, by the way, which is troubling because it's a clear violation of the usual State Department policy against funding foreign partisan organizations. Not only is this U.S.-funded organization subverting a foreign government, it's subverting the government of one of our closest allies. Secretary Blinken should immediately apologize to the Prime Minister of Israel, demand your money back, and open an investigation into how this happened. But then again, I suspect we already know how this happened. After all, the Democratic Party has been meddling in Israeli democracy to undermine Benjamin Netanyahu for more than a quarter century. The Obama State Department was, if anything, worse than Clinton's, funneling hundreds of thousands of your tax dollars to a group called the One Voice Movement. Not coincidentally, One Voice partnered with an organization running anti-Netanyahu ads that was advised by, you guessed it, a top Obama campaign operative. Of course, Democrats will insist they're innocent of these charges and aren't meddling in Israel's democracy. But Israelis know the truth. Biden is breaking U.S. law to subsidize the Palestinian Authority's support for terrorism. A few years back, Congress passed the Taylor Force Act, which prohibits non-humanitarian aid to the Palestinian Authority until it ends its so-called martyr payments, a euphemism for bounties given to Palestinian terrorists or their families for maiming and killing Jews. So the administration has instead funneled tens of millions of your tax dollars to non-governmental organizations. Though it does provide more evidence yet again for the old saw that while it's dangerous to be America's enemy, it can be fatal to be America's friend.